Yes, hello and welcome to All In, second episode of the spring of 2025. The King. It's Louis' world and we're just living in it. Lewis Willoughby from Sky Racing. Good afternoon.
Oh, gents, I don't know. What did I do again? Did I do something memorable,
Kimberley
did I?
Secrets, a
Oh,
$9
yeah,
or
yeah,
$8
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
midweek. You
Mate,
went bang.
the traders aren't very worried, but I think they kept it at $26 for the Gozzy. So
Pushed it out. That's
yeah,
great.
that's right. But yeah, that was good. That was a good one. And then myself and Shake Dino over there, we lob on
Yes.
Saturday at Eagle Farm with the great
Fury.
Celestial Fury. Gee, I'd
Well
love to
done.
put it on English Digital right now off the back of
No,
that win.
you're harsh.
Looks like
God.
I got out. Looks like I got out at the wrong time. Hey, Dean Watling, welcome to you. Good effort from you with Savvy Halley, although some would say weak.
Yeah,
Tipping it
God.
to place, and you copped a bit of a hiding on the comments as well. Make sure you do subscribe so you do get this show as soon as they come in, and comment as well because someone gave you half a spray, and I thought that was good, and then you went and tipped it and backed at the win. So it's inspiring stuff from the listeners and yourself.
It was. I need to go back and look at the YouTube comments, but no, good afternoon to you two boys. Someone and a few were chiming in at big odds. So, no, well done if you found it. And I'm going to put Twitter straight in the labing off the top. That I copped an absolute barrage for a 0.1 unit win and 1.5 unit place on the bet. I don't know if people didn't see that I backed it at 1.5 the place, but anyway, typical Twitter up and about. And Lou, yes, great. Celestial Fury got the job done. I've never been so torn. I was in the toilets at the
Mm.
wing stakes with the TV there, doing a wee, and
A
I
lot of
missed the
information.
race. I know. I need to set the scene. I missed the race. I heard it over the loudspeaker, Celestial Fury, and I quickly put it on my phone. And I saw him at the 200-meter hit the front, and I thought I haven't had a cent on this, but I
Mm.
wanted to win because we own it. But
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sitting there going, oh. Anyway, good win, but yeah,
He,
I'm going to
he
put it.
he he pissed in. Like he really did. We were
Yeah, well,
saying,
well,
He
I
did.
wonder if
very
you
peak.
do you build a platform off that in 2 weeks' time, or do we go back to plugging around? Who knows? It'll
No
be a
one
good watch.
cares. No one cares. This is a Group One racing show. No one cares about a benchmark 58 in it, Doom. But
Oh,
well done, lads, and it's bloody good to see the
Salty.
Fury back to the top. But speaking of good horses that did go around, wow, where do we start? I'd say Autumn Glow has to be the one. I looked at it and I thought Gangster Granny, please. But then the more you watch that run, conditions first up, it was
mm,
an exceptional win, Dino.
Yeah, it was. I think there's a stack of merit in. I think we learned a lot about her. She only just got warm late,
Mm.
the riding. So that first time I can tell you a lot about her preparation. I doubt they keep her over the short trips. If anything, that's probably, I know Chris would have been stoked with the win and all that sort of stuff, but I think the whole team would have been a lot more stoked in the way she did it, which probably helped them tell them what she's going to be like this preparation in regards to distance. So, no, she was great. It sort of grades you up a little bit, doesn't it? The time was outstanding, but then you look at High Dubai and Gangster Granny behind, either they've gone enormous or Autumn Glows, or the race has to be brought down a little bit. So I think you got to figure that out. I think it's probably the truth somewhere in between it all. But she was great, and props to everyone, the team out there in regards to the track. I thought it played terrific there to get that meeting done. I was out there, and yeah, it was sloppy everywhere around sort of the grass and that. But to get the meeting done the way it raced, Lou, I don't know if you had any opinion on that. I thought it was terrific.
yep, that was good. Good to see them race. You had to get that meeting underway. Like it's the kickoff of the carnival. So it was great, and they had sunshine at different stages of the day. Yeah, Autumn Glow. What she probably goes down the Winks path now to an Epsom.
Yeah,
Do they
Marks,
go on and go to a
Epsom.
Cox Plate maybe? Like,
Yeah, or
who
back to an eagle.
knows?
That's
Yeah,
the
well, yeah,
question mark,
true.
isn't
And like, world's your oyster, right? What a great problem to have. Via Sistina obviously returns great again. Frustrating punting wise because I think that she was there to get beat us just at the price. Like
Yeah.
listening this morning, oh, how do you tip against Via Sistina? She's the champ. It's all price related, especially when we do our show. Like
Who said
the price
that?
was too short. I won't mention names, but
it? Yeah,
you know,
probably saying people comment on my
possible
stuff.
possible colleagues.
A
But
colleague.
Oh,
uh,
straight on the bus.
but
What
so
a
we,
post race
yeah,
disaster that is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just and then Joe Pride's tweet about Chairwolf was interesting. Like the horse
It was
bungled the
great.
start and
Mm.
Chad made a little error at the turn. So yeah, fair enough. But
A
again,
little.
you just well, yeah, you did, but you just left sitting there as a punter going, there's another missed opportunity for Chairwolf.
Yeah.
It's becoming frustrating, but at
But
least it was
Lou,
deserved.
at least they wanted to show intent. That's important.
Yeah,
So
that's
Joe
true.
came out and
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
we actually wanted to,
Mm,
and we did,
mm.
and it didn't. Like at least it wasn't like, oh, the plan. If he had it tweeted, the plan was always to settle out the back anyway. You'd just been like, oh dear.
Yeah, yeah,
So
But
yeah.
touching on that race, boys,
yeah,
I think the truth lies in the market. So obviously we were against Via at the price, and she started $2.80. So if you did wait, and we've got to
you did
remember we're doing
$3
this
at
show on a
some stage
Monday.
as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we do the show on a Monday, and then the flip side of it, you were tipping up Chow Wolf, and it's 11s. It starts 5:50. So
Hmm.
it was interesting. I thought reviewing the meeting, I don't know, you would have done a little bit lanes wise. Normally it's sort of that plus sort of 6, 7 mark was it. But I thought the wider they got, the inferior, and then towards the back end of the day, sort of that closer to the rail somewhat, became the good lanes with VR. I thought Aliana back towards that sort of inside a little bit. So I thought Chow's run was outstanding. I think he's going to Joe tweeted where he's going next. But he's in for a great preparation.
yeah. It was really like 6 to 12, right? That
Mm,
was it. Anything wider than that was disaster, and you didn't want to
yeah.
be rails in run necessarily. But I think every horse that looked to be rails in run was almost 1.5, 2 to 2.5
Yeah.
off
Off it.
anyway. So you
Yep.
just got to watch those stewards report, stewards' vision to really get like insight as to where they were in the run. But Aliana, she was exceptional. I don't think she beats Via Sistina there because I think she had her on toast almost at the 100,
Mm.
and then Via's just probably poked a little look over the shoulder and he's gone, oh, it's just wattling, I'll
Mm.
be right, and and then just put it away. Sorry, Dino.
Too easy.
I knew you'd love that, but she was awesome. She was awesome. Like she's gone close to a career peak. First up, 1400 on a heavy deck.
Mm.
Sky's the limit for her, and she'll only keep improving. And as will Via Sistina, but obviously the
Mm.
ceiling is there for Via Sistina versus Aliana. Like, what horse would you take?
Arapaho too.
Huge, but
Yeah.
wet
Yeah,
traffic helps.
that's true. Yeah,
Which
yeah,
horse would you
definitely.
take from the meeting? Like if you like, obviously Chow Wolf was enormous. Via Sistina was she's a star. Aliana it could be like a freak and has more upside than all of them.
Mm.
And then you got Autumn Glow. If you had to take one horse racing to race the rest of this season, who would it be, lads?
It's a
I'd go
For
with
me, it's a
them Glow.
split between Autumn Glow and Via Sistina. And that's nothing
Mm.
against Aliana, but I just think Aliana's maybe, this spring good, but then autumn and next year and beyond. Via Sistina is probably definitely locked in this prep to win more, and so is Autumn Glow. So
Mm.
I'd have to be between those two, I think.
Yeah, but you get one.
Hmm. How much is the
Fuck.
Golden Eagle worth these days?
15, I think.
Uh, is
Yeah,
it?
well,
10,
that's
yeah,
hard.
10.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
It's a lot. Still got to
Mm.
get there.
Yeah,
Dino,
yeah, true.
I'd go Autumn Glow.
Autumn
Yeah.
Glow. I'll take VR. I don't
I think
reckon
she's
they'll
had 12
go
starts in Australia for 9 Group 1 wins
scary.
Yeah, it's
I
nuts.
don't reckon they'll go to a Golden Eagle.
with Autumn Glow.
It's a long preparation. She's an absolute
Mm.
star, and Chris doesn't tend to
No,
drag out these preparations. If she's done her job and
interesting.
she's won an Epsom, I think she'll go straight
Mm,
away out for a
mm.
spell.
Yeah. Because Aliana, she's probably going to be on the Cox Play path too. He doesn't tend to put his
She's going to
4-year-olds
Cox Play.
paths.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, they could have all three in there, which it's a luxury to have.
yeah.
But good luck
mm.
I don't think you'd ever
keeping
get a
Ali's happy.
scenario where Autumn Glow turned up there if Aliana was going there. In fact, I think Aliana would beat
No.
Autumn Glow over that trip.
Mm.
It's big preparation, 1100 to 2000. It's a
Yeah,
big
it is.
ask.
It is.
Yeah,
It
Big
yeah.
is.
ask. Anyway, that's a great weekend of racing. Maybe moving forward, which horse would you prefer? Just into the future for the next out of Aliana or Autumn Glow.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know.
Mm.
That's
I'm going to stick
hard.
with Autumn Glow.
Come on, boys.
Autumn
Aliana
Glow
for
for
me.
me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. That's a good one,
Yeah,
Gary.
let us
Throw
Let us
that in
know.
the
know.
I'll let
comments.
someone else choose for
You could
me.
be a Charwell fan. What we have worked out is Louis is one of the great fence sitters. You just
Hey, Gary.
really struggling to get out of here.
Yeah.
Righto, let's get stuck into it. Memsie Stakes, Caulfield, 1400 metres, weight for age, Group 1. And we'll break down the market here first, but just having a look at this article that's very well written by Trav Noonan at .com, Tom Kitten, Benny Mellum, Mr. Brightside, Craig Williams, Private Eye, Joseph Bride Trains. No jockey there. Do we know if the horse is going around, lads? What's the mail?
Lou.
Well, again, I got no mail. The guys from Racing Preview, so Ben Calusi and the team said possibly not waiting for the tramway. So Private Eyes unlikely, and so
Evaporate.
is yeah, but they've already taken it out of the market. So yeah, don't worry
Beautiful.
about it.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
it.
Private Eyes. Gee, I kind of wish they were going, but anyway, we'll see what Joe
Mm.
does.
Pinstripe Benny Allen, Knight's Choice, or the Robbie Dolan will be back. And Treasure of the Moment, can't wait to see her back. I think Ali
Mm.
Allen has got to measure well and truly, but we will see how well Treasure of the Moment has come back. Fangirl, $4 favourite, another Will 450. I believe Mark Zara rides Fangirl. Um, and another wheel 450, and Tino $6, Mr. Brightside $6, Tom Kitten. I think he's going to come back huge this preparation. $8, Treasure of the Moment eights, Private Eye 11s, unsure. Here to Shock 15s. Moira, Arnie Moira
Mm.
$15, Anisette 26, Buckaroo 26, and the list goes on and on and on. Louis, Memsie Stakes.
Yeah, so the interesting bit about this is sitting here on a Monday, that the weather forecast for Melbourne
Mm,
this week is rain, rain, and more rain. So I think tomorrow anywhere up to 17 mils, less for Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday again up to 15 mils. So we could be working with wet track here. Probably, I'm not saying heavy range, but I think it's going to be a wet track, which is semi unlucky for Fangirl, who skipped Sydney because of the wet track and now lobs in Melbourne and might find another wet track. So I just think at $4 probably is okay to skip over. Another wheel I'm a massive fan of and would be confident runs well here, but maybe just doesn't have the racing pattern first up to justify a 450 dive in. Probably don't think it starts longer. I would be concerned it started a heap shorter than that. So love the horse, but not going to back it here on a Monday. The one I can back in this market is Tom Kitten, Gano, as you mentioned, who I just think is absolutely airborne. So Anthony and Sam Friedman have the horse two strong jump outs since joining them. Really, really good jump outs, in fact. And then they had the one trial back in Sydney as well. So it's had three solid pieces of work as it heads into this first up run. You go back to the Futurity in the autumn, um, like hardest watch you've ever seen. Genuinely one more stride. It beats Mr. Brightside. Any luck, it beats Mr. Brightside. Just couldn't get room at a crucial stage. It ran third in a Golden Eagle. They went to the Queen Elizabeth at the end of last preparation. First time back to 2,000 metres since a 3-year-old prep, and it ran really well. But I think Tom's best distance range to be competitive at this level is around this 1,600 metres. And the last point I want to add, I saw this courtesy of Geordie King on Twitter, that um, since the stable changes for Godolphin horses, this is as of last Friday, so it doesn't take into account any of the weekend's results. They have a
good Gwylan.
57% winning strike rate
Mm.
and 87% profit on turnover. That's no knock against James Cummings. It's just the fact that it's probably a positive to him that he sent these horses off in such good order. They are flying for all these new stables. So at $8 for a horse who should have won a Group 1 first up last preparation over Mr. Brightside, who's in this race, yeah, $8 and even better than even money at place, I think is a great bet, Dino.
Yep, I agree. I think it is the bet in the race. I think the only concern is somewhat untested, past probably a soft deck. I think if it gets to that sort
Mm,
of heavy range,
yeah.
that's a concern. But I think at $8, you prefer to take that now than say, yeah, I think you make a good point with another wheel. I think he's similar boat. Another wheel backwards. I took the price a couple of weeks ago and thought I was laughing until the weekend, and now everyone wants to run to this race. So happy to take on Fangirl. She is. I don't think she's ever going to be an all-in bet unless we're at Randwick Rail True and we know it's going to be firm throughout the week. Like, it could be wet, or she could draw gate one. I think just with her pattern, she's so hard to track, and loses James. I think that's big. He knows her so well, gets her in that great rhythm. So happy to take her on. Another wheel could be a bet race day, but at the moment, I think Tom Kitten is the play at $8. He's the one that just keeps coming back that length or so better each prep, and his form around Lighting Victory Man, Mr. Brightside, all these good ones last prep stacks right up. Outside of that, Treasure Moments trial was good through the week. I thought it was somewhat a little bit overhyped. It was a good trial, but I think everyone was raving a little bit too much. I thought it was solid, but Tom Kitten for me as well, Gunnar.
Yep, Tom for me. Tick, tick, tick. Three of us with Tom. What could go wrong?
Hmm.
Everything.
Bit of a everything. Doesn't
Cochrane
turn up.
I will
Stakes.
say, I will say just quickly, um, Private Eye, just in case it goes at $11, he maybe is worth just having a save. All right, it sounds like he's unlikely, but it doesn't sound impossible.
Hmm.
In history, the PB Lawrence is a great form reference for this race. So I think out of the last 8 editions of this, only 2 have won it first up, and the majority have come through the PB Lawrence. A couple came through that race in Adelaide early doors, but it walked them and won really well there, beating Here to Shock and others. I think if it goes a little quicker, it's on speed, it's going well. Yeah, I just want to have maybe something on just in case, because if it lobs, albeit in a good race, I don't think it starts $11.
There he is. Louis wants you to sit on the fence or have a bet.
Have a bet. Well,
Have a bet.
but just something in case, not tipping into the $11. Go, hey, here we go, load up,
Yep.
because in all likelihood you're going to do your cash. But yeah, just something.
You might be able to do some research for the listeners and lob it up there on the All In show on the comments section and let us know when the time to pull the trigger. What do you reckon?
Try my best.
Love
Try my
it.
best.
Cochrane Stakes,
Doesn't
Magic
matter.
Time, 350, Miss Beatty, 450, Pop Award, $5. McNeil, $6, Damask Rose, $8, Stretton Angel 11s. Louis, you've got to play here.
Yeah, I'm going to back Pop Award, who's flying up and going for all the Proctors, in winning form and running ratings that are equal to what Miss Rumbini has run. And obviously, Magic Time's the class and going well. But I just thought at the price, Pop Award was the bet. Miss Rumbini's only had 3 runs in its last 12 months. Comes here first up. Trials have been good, but I just think this is the kind of race, early carnival, that a horse that's been up and going through the back end of the winter can come out and steal. And probably won't be the best horse in the race moving forward. Isn't the best horse in the race. That I would think definitely goes to Magic Time or even Manal and Marble Arch and others who eventually get to a mile. But I just think kind of Johnny on the spot, right horse, right race, right time, right distance, Pop of Water. I'd be very happy to have a bet on, thinking it can steal it.
Beautiful. Love your work. McNeil, Tycoon Star, $4, Vinrock. $4 might be a little short for it, Vinrock, over the 1,200 meters. Jimmy Ricard, $6. Devil Knight, $8. Couldn't entertain any more of these. Watson's in the market there, but I can be very surprised if it heads down there. Louis?
I can entertain another one in that. Express Class at $8, who ran in the vein behind Jimmy Ricard and Tycoon Star. So Jimmy Ricard gets that saloon passage. It was really good to win. Tycoon Star cops a bit of a check when Shaggy rolled off the fence. And I got to be honest, to be a bit harsh on it, I thought still had its chance to beat Jimmy Ricard and couldn't. They bumped at the 150 and threw in the white flag a little bit. This was the one that was rattling home Express Class, like flying home. Second up gets to 1,200 meters, gets a bit of speed on, and I just thought through that same form line probably could be a little closer to the top 2 in the market. And then, as you mentioned, Vinrock, I'm happy to take on because I think it's going to be too short for it, albeit, again, similar to that Pop Award race, he's probably the best horse, but not the right time for it. So, yeah, Express Class just off flying home in that vein stakes. I'd be happy to back it to turn the tables on the top 2.
Did you make of a horse like Devil Knight in that race, Lou?
Um,
I don't know if
again,
it's going
for
there, is it,
these,
boys?
well, possibly not.
Possibly
And
not.
then I just think sometimes these races, similar to like, I just want the horses
It's
that
at
are up
Rose.
and
It's
going.
still stabled at Rosehill, and it had sorry, Louis, a Canterbury trial.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and in Trav's article, he hasn't got it in the field. And normally
Mm.
Trav's pretty onto it when a jockey's book for it. So,
Mm.
sorry, Lou, go.
No, that was it. That was it.
All right.
You guys are kind of
Express
spot on.
Class. No fence sitting there for
Yeah.
Louis Willoughby. He's
Yeah.
up and about the Heath. Louis, race.
Well,
that you-
sorry, Gunnar.
Yes,
Just going
mate.
back, that's probably a good point. Devil Knight's $8 in that market. Likely to come out. Express Class probably firms off that as well, just for listeners. Gunnar.
Very good. The Heath over 1,100 meters. Zarastro 350. She's bulletproof 450. Arkansas Kid $6. Marzu. Will he get enough rain for Marzu? $6. Lose some, win more. 11s. New York Luster 11s. Outback Miss 11s. Tropicus 11s. I hope I haven't missed one. Louis,
No,
maybe you like Airman at $15.
no, I don't. God, I'm getting a bit out of breath here. Arkansas Kid is the one I want to
As
back.
if.
Snagged, so had been jumping out really well, full of intent, forward on jump outs. Went to the Regal Roller first up, and they snagged it, sat last, and they walked. And this is the race that Pop Award won, and it was just a bit frustrating. Loomed as if it was going to have Pop Award on toast, and the sprint it had was kind of short-lived, and I think Pop Award saw it come and really kicked back. But it's run the 4th best last 600 meters of the day. Second up, fitter off that back to 1100 meters and just ridden with more intent. It handles a wet track. In fact, it possibly prefers a bit of the sting out. And I just think it was a pass mark enough there first up to think it'll run really well here second up. She's Bulletproof's been jumping out really well. Was minor placed in what, like not a Gallic, what's the Oakley? But yeah, again, this is all price related. Arkansas Kid, I thought was the bet in that race.
Beautiful. Let's head to Sydney, Rosehill. I think his rail is going to be 3 meters. No rain in Sydney, believe it or not, yet. Nothing forecast. Heavy 8 at the moment, so the track's made significant improvement just in 2 days of warmer weather. It is a little bit warmer. It's about 20 degrees, so a bit of a change from the sort of 13s, 14s. Sun's out, winds a bit of up and about. So I suspect we'll probably get back to a soft 6. There is 40 to 50 kilometre westerly winds. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so we'll see what that causes, but I'd suspect you probably want a bit of cover. And then obviously if you get into the straight and you are wide, it's going to be hitting you. So cover poking through the middle, barriers will be a premium. And I think similarly, this corresponding meeting last year, where I think Stormboy won the up and coming, I think it was San Domenico, the 1100 meter race, lost the plot.
San Domenico.
San Domenico, it was a windy westerly as well, so maybe it's just a time of year. That's the sort of wind you get, but very, very good racing coming up there. I think this is a really good San Domenico. Wanton 280, Raging Force $3, Being Well Back was $3.60 into $3. King of Pop $6, Baywalk, Rivellino 7s, Devil Knights $9, Memo State Visit, Nashville Jack, San Giovanni, Son of Kirk, Grand Eagle $51. The list goes on. Dean Watling.
Yeah, really good race. Everyone's trialing out well. Woden's trialing up superbly. You can't try him in at that price though. You wait for barriers. So I think just with his pattern, especially at that Rosehill setup,
he'll go back. Dino.
Yeah, you'd assume. So that always is in the back of my mind. Wet track probably offsets a little bit. The inside can play off there with a wet. I know it's a heavy 8, good week weather-wise, but soft underbelly, you'd think it'd probably get back to the soft range, soft 5. Raging Force, 6 weeks off, one really smart trial. I think it was last Thursday. They used the poly track there at Warwick Farm. Less than ideal, I hear from a lot of trainers and people around. So I don't know if that's a query. I have loved the trials of King of Pop. I thought both trials have been outstanding. The latest one, Bonita Queen led him up. I sometimes hate those trials. Bonita Queen puts a big gap you can't see, but out of the pack, King of Pop was absolutely humming. Baywhack, can't catch his horse. I've nearly given up trying to catch him. Rivinello's been good. So, and Devil Knight, I'm not sure what to do with him in the market. So where did that leave me? I want to find Raging Force, but $3 is short. I think the one in the market you can take the price is the $6 and $2 a place about King of Pop. I think he's come back superbly. 2 trials ready to go. Tactical versatility as well. I think that helps Lou. But yep, at $6, I'll have a little spec on that.
I'm with you, Dino. I like King of Pop as well. You mentioned those trials. I think the horse who won, as you mentioned, flew out in front. The last 600 meters was like 36 something. Gee, I wonder what King of Pop run last 600 in that trial. It could have been sub 34. Who knows? It was flying. Go back to the 2-year-old prep. Sat 3-4 wide, no cover and a golden slipper. You can forgive that. I don't know if it wins the race, but that's the right kind of form on it. It was probably a forgive run alongside some key chances or behind some key chances here too. That trial as well was on a heavy, so if they don't improve that much, even with the sunny weather, I think it's still fine. And yeah, as you mentioned, there's question marks price-wise and form-wise over some others. They haven't missed Buybox. I know you can't catch it, Dino. Someone thinks they can. It's been $15 into 7 or whatever it was, Gano. And then, so yeah, King of Pop, I'm with you, Dino.
I think Raging Force should be favourite, clearly.
Probably.
Big call.
I think Watson's the best horse.
Even the others have big form lines as 2-year-olds, do you reckon? Or
the figures the figures Raging Force has as genuine top 5 2-year-old in the country.
Yeah, fair enough.
And goes forward, makes his own luck, Dino, sorry.
Yeah, well, brings looking back through history, in the Congo won this. So it's that late season 2-year-old back-to-back wins versus got the CV. So Arglewood was an example last week. Obviously put up an issue, but yeah, it's that conundrum, Lou. Like, do you take class or do you take the horse that's running time figures? Yeah, it's a good.
Did Arglewood pull up with an issue, Dino? What was the issue? I looked at the stewards. I had a mare there. I couldn't see. Couldn't find it.
It said full follow-up with stable post-race condition in the next couple of days subsequently. Obviously, something's going to miss. I don't think you can run that badly. They've got cheap
It should
sectionals out
say
front.
had L Willoughby Murray on it.
Yeah.
That's why it should say.
Carrying Louis.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, Watson's got the best figures, and I think will be the best horse moving forward. But they're not. Like, how positive are they going to be? What barrier are they going to get? He's got bigger, races in stall, and just knowing what these horses sort of do from the Wally Yard, like this horse will be aimed at a Coolmore or a, dare I say, an Everest if he's flying. How positive are they going to be? And I think the best version of this horse settles back in the field where you've got a raging force that goes forward and makes his own luck, and what looks like it could be a small field with not much speed in the race. So I thought Grand Eagle Raging Force deserved to be favourite, but I thought Grand Eagle, just giving away my play here, $51 and $11 is outrageous. Like it's a genuine $15 pop in this race. The horse has ability. It's finishing. It's finished back on the. It was just a, what was it? It was just a 2 euro race. Just looking at the ATC Bookmakers Recognition Day handicap, time honoured. It was exceptional, and it showed signs of being a really, really good horse. If it's made improvements, had one really soft trial on Nasherboard. If it's come back and improved, that $51 is stupid. We're going to have an each way play on that, and once we get off this, we'll have an each way play on that. I haven't done it yet because I didn't want to have a bet and then the price be gone, and then I say, oh, but it was 51s. Because that's ridiculous.
That's a small trumpet about moving markets, Lou. Is that,
No.
It's all I heard for the last.
It's not a small trumpet whatsoever. It's just the facts of life that if you have more than $2.50 each way on one, it'll be moved.
Well, Louis must have backed it.
It's not me. It's them.
Well, it opened 15s in this market, and it's out of 51s. So,
what's that?
Wow.
It was 15s. It says it's opened in this market, and it's pushed out to 51. So it's either not going there, or someone not smart's chimed in.
That seems outrageous. Maybe it's not going there. Maybe I'm about to do my dough.
No, we'll add 51s. You can.
Yeah.
Just have 5 each way, and we'll be right. Up and coming stakes. Central Coast $6 was 8 into 6. Jimmy Ricard $6. Don't think so. Providence $6.60s. Sixes. Aerodrome Grand Prairie without peer $8, named after our good man Lewis Willoughby. Tyreek $9. Vinrock no. Karinska $13 State Visit. Tupacara. Longer the rest. Dino.
Yep, I love this race. Of the two, San Domenico 11 and the up-and-coming stakes 1,300 metres, this is the one I want to bet into. Jimmy Ricard, doubt it goes here. So if we want to take that horse out, that's $6. Providence, I don't mind, but I think it maybe needs a couple of runs. Aerodrome, I thought the trial was okay. Grand Prix could bounce back on a dry deck. But the two I love, Central Coast and 60. 60's around the hands off the clock. I know I only won by 7 lengths, and you can get overexcited by ratings, etc. But the time backed that up. It's a half to Artorias. It's the race fitness one again, Lou. I know we spoke about this all show. It's that, is he going to be the best horse? He could be the best horse, but at the same time, he's got the race fitness and over 1,300 metres. I know he's gone 12, back to 11.50, now back to 13. I think he's got a lovely platform and showed last start. He's got tactical versatility, went to the front. The query is, he's probably going to lose James. James probably jumps abroad Central Coast, that Coolmore connection. So I'm just going to take both. $6 about both. And that's, my best all-in part of the week, a little sneak peek. Louis?
I'm glad you like it. I think it's a great betting race if you got an opinion like you do, Dino. I couldn't figure it out. I thought maybe Chupacabra, 1,300 metres looks an okay kickoff point for it with some, good 2-year-old form lines, but yeah, I had no idea. I'll side with you there, Dino. That was a good win.
Yeah, no knock 60s at all. Has plenty of ability. I just thought, and probably should be favoured off that, but I just thought Central Coast coming back off what it did and that form around Autumn Boy and the fact it was at Canterbury now gets to a bigger, more spacious track, home track. I think his horse will win a Caulfield Guineas. They're still betting $51 around the place. I think he's a really good horse. So there you go. Central Coast for me. Lads, that's about it. All we've got time for. Anything midweek, or we're just going to throw that up on the comments?
Throw it up in the comments.
Yeah,
beautiful. Best all-in plays, Lewis Willoughby, kick us off.
Yes, I got to go first. Tom Kitten. I'll start each way. Tom Kitten each way. Because you can at this moment get a good price each way.
And for the multi, just the place?
Yeah, let's play it off safe early carnival. Get a settler on the board. Just go place.
Yep,
I
beautiful.
like that.
Dean Watling.
Oh, this is a tricky one. I'll go. What will I go? You want to go that horse? Okay, I'll
No, you do
go.
whatever you want.
Sen-
I've got plenty of options. Left,
I'll
right,
go King of
cut out,
King of
whatever.
King of Pop the place.
King of Hop
Left on play.
Place.
0.1 units the win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many units to win, mate? Central Coast Place for me. KOP for Dino. He'll have 0.1 unit the win and
A
6.9
million the place.
units the place. That's all in. If you're going to get involved, in the duck race, let us know who's going to win the Memsie. And also, give us a comment. Who would you prefer taking home? Autumn Glow via Sistina? Charwolf, maybe. Aliana?
Celestial Fury.
We missed one.
Don't know.
Lazura. She was huge against the pattern and the bias of the day.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it was
Corniche
a
put
bias.
up
It was just good against the
slow
pattern and the race
recovery
shape, I
too.
should say. What's that?
Corniche put up with slow recovery.
Oh, mate.
Which, yeah,
Corniche put up
I
with a
did
slow
too.
recovery.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll ever recover into $3.60.
Off the map. Yeah.
We love this sport.
Not really. Lazura is good, though. Lazura is good. Lads, that's all
She's
in.
good.
Get involved. Make sure you subscribe. Give Dino some love. Give Louis some love. The
Yes,
boys are
please.
flying. And just keep what you're doing. All right. See you, boys.
Beauty. See you next week.
Thanks, boys.